Welcome to Happy Landscapes. I'm your host, Chris. So, you've always wanted to paint like Bob Ross. Well, I'm here to say you can do it. And today, we're going to start by showing you some of the basics. Let's talk about some of the tools and equipment that you're going to need to get started. Now, you might think that, oh, this is such an expensive hobby, painting in oils, but it's really not. Not nearly as expensive compared to many other hobbies. Now I'm going to show you how you can get started with things that you can find at your local art store or your local hobby shop. The first thing that you're going to need is an easel. Now I know people do this without an easel, but I think an easel is very important. Now I have a black easel here, a floor easel, standing floor easel, but you don't have to use one like that. You can get one of these. This is a folding tabletop easel. I bought it from Hobby Lobby for $15, $20, something like that. Not terribly expensive. And the reason that I like this easel is because of this piece right here. It is adjustable. Let me see if I can. There's some wing nuts back here. You unscrew those, and this piece is adjustable, so you're going to be able to clamp your canvas down in there, because with this method you do tap very hard on the canvas, and so it's important to be able to clamp your canvas down firmly in your easel. And it's also adjustable. You can have it sitting straight up or you can lean it back. This is a very, very quality tabletop easel that's great for beginners. Now the next thing you're going to need, of course, is brushes. Now I have right here a Bob Ross 2-inch brush. This cost about $18. I have here a 2-inch brush. This is a Wooster. It's a Wooster Amber Fong. You can order these on Amazon for about $3. That's significantly cheaper. So you're going to need a good 2-inch brush. You're also going to need a 1-inch brush. I do, of course, have a Bob Ross 1-inch brush, but I found that this is also a Wooster, but this is a Yachtsman 1-inch brush. This I got for about $3 or $4, I think, also on Amazon. So these two brushes, these are the big ones. Most people spend the most money on these Bob Ross brand brushes, but you can get them from another source for significantly cheaper. Okay, the next brush that you're going to need is a fan brush. Basic fan brush. You can get them from Michaels or from Hobby Lobby or from whatever local hobby shop you have. Most of mine come from Hobby Lobby. And you are going to need a liner brush. This is a liner brush. Okay, it's got these long bristles on them, and that also comes from your local art supply store. I do recommend getting brushes from an art store, an actual brick and mortar art store, if possible, because sometimes the quality of things that you get online, it's really unsure. These are some fan brushes that I got for teaching classes. I got these off of Amazon, but I don't like them nearly as much as I like the ones that I got from Michaels or Hobby Lobby or whatever your local art supply store is. The handles are significantly shorter. They aren't quite the same shape. They work, but I do like the longer handle. So you'll need a fan brush and a liner brush. That's it for the brushes that you absolutely should have before starting to paint like Bob Ross. Now, what else do you need? A palette. You can go out and buy a palette like this. This is a clear acrylic palette. I like this. I prefer this, but it's not necessary. You can of course, use something very simple. As simple as paper plates. These wax paper plates from Food Line or wherever your local grocery store is, they work great. You can get the big ones and have lots of space to mix paints. And the other thing about these paper plates is, if you get them with like the sort of the curved edges, you can get some of that sticky saran wrap or that sort of press and seal wrap, and you can put around your plates, and it'll actually keep your paints from drying out too fast, and you can reuse them. It won't last forever, but you can come back to it a week later and they won't be dried out. Now, paints. That's what most people think are the most prohibitive cost-wise for oil painting. And if you get the really good ones, like the really expensive ones, then yeah, they are expensive. The Bob Ross brand paints, they are very expensive. So I'm going to show you the paint that I use. The first thing that you're going to need for this technique is this liquid first coat white. Trying to get it focused in there. I think I'm in focus. But you're going to need this. I got this from Hobby Lobby. I think, oh, there it is. Price on that was $21.99. Of course, the thing about Hobby Lobby is about every other week they have an art sale where all of their art supplies are 50% off. I think this and the easel are probably the two biggest expenses that you will have to get started. But this can has lasted me for almost 4 years. So, yeah, it's a little bit of an investment, not a whole lot, but it'll last you forever. Now you're going to need some basic colors. You can order the Bob Ross brand paints. They are formulated to be stiff for the ones that need to be stiff and looser for some of the highlight colors. Or I have found that the Master's Touch oil colors are very good quality. You will need titanium white. Gosh, can't read that. Titanium white. You will need black. You will need alizarin crimson. Phthalo blue. Yellow medium. Those are the colors that I recommend you start with. You can do a lot of paintings with just those colors. I do like the Master's Touch paints. They are the right consistency for a lot of what we do. I have tried the brand from Michaels and I don't like them very much. They're too creamy. They're not stiff enough. But experiment around if you want to. But that's what I would recommend. The Master's Touch. It comes from Hobby Lobby. You can probably find them at Blick's Art Supplies or something like that as well. The other thing you're going to need, the last thing you need, is a canvas. And you can get those at any art supply store. I get the basic, super cheap canvases that you can get, a pack of for $10 or whatever. I do prefer, now that I know what I'm doing, I do prefer the bigger canvases. This is a 16 by 20 canvas, and I do prefer this size canvas as opposed to some of the smaller ones. Now, I have done some 11 by 14s, I've done some 8 by 10s. This is my favorite size. I haven't done any 18 by 24s like Bob Ross always did, just because those canvases are a little bit more expensive. These 16 by 20s, these 16 by 20s you can get for, a 5-pack for, I think, $15 or something along those lines. So let's do the math. for less than $100, you can get everything that you need to start painting like Bob Ross. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video. I'll talk about some more tricks and some other various things that I have that you might want to purchase, and of course we'll do some paintings together, and maybe I'll just paint, watch, and relax. Thanks for tuning in. Please, again, subscribe. Thank you.